I have this Easter egg. It was left over from Easter. And I'm going to start by painting the center and sides of my egg using some Wise Owl Snow Owl. Now, if you do not have this exact egg, I do feel you can recreate it using some of the smaller eggs. I'm then going to take the General Finishes Antique Walnut Gel Stain, and I'm going to use the gel stain on the top portion and bottom portion of my egg. And after I apply it, I just take a paper towel and rub in that excess stain. Next, I have 5 smaller eggs. Again, these are also left over from Easter, so go dig back through your Easter decor. I'm going to paint one with Wise Owl Dried Thyme, the second one with Higgins Lake. My third one is with Restoration. The fourth one was the Snow Owl. And my fifth one I'm going to paint with some earth. All paint products can be found on our webpage at chalkitupfancy.com. I then have this stencil. It came in a pack of farmhouse stencils that I got off Amazon. I can certainly leave that link in the comments below. And I'm going to start by laying the Farm Fresh on the bottom part of the egg. And I'm going to use a foam dabber and some Wise Owl Snow Owl and lightly dab over the word fresh. I'm then going to lift that. I'm going to allow that to dry. Once that is dry, I'm then going to fit in the word farm. The way it was on the stencil was a little too big for the area I'm working with, so I put the F all the way to the left. And then I just covered the other letters at this point. Once I had my F positioned and covered, I'm then going to move up the A, the R, and the M. Again, I just have a smaller space to work with, and I really wanted to use this stencil. Now, the key with stenciling is you want a small amount of paint on your foam dabber. You want to lightly dab over your stencil, and you may have to go over it a couple times. And once everything is dry, I'm going to start gluing in the Easter eggs. On the back side, there is an opening. It's almost like a little egg basket. And I'm just going to stagger my eggs on the inside, just having them lay in different directions. Once I had the 3 in the front, I'm then going to take my last 2, glue them together, and then glue them behind that row. And I think at this point you could really do whatever you'd like with this. I have this really large Easter egg that I'm going to flip to the back side, and I'm going to use some Wise Owl white primer for my first coat. Once that dried, I then took some Wise Owl Higgins Lake for my second coat. Now, sometimes if the paint is a little hard to work with, you could just mist on a little bit of water, and it will help work with the paint. Once everything is dry, I'm going to glue my Farm Fresh egg on top of the larger egg. I'm just putting it right in the center. And then I have these little hooks that I'm going to glue down. Now the egg behind is very thin, so I did not want to screw these down. So I'm just using a little bit of hot glue. You can also use E6000. Once I had those positioned, I'm then going to fill the holes where you would normally put the screws in with the hot glue. You don't want it to overflow, but you want to fill it to the top of each hole. I'm going to allow that to fully dry, and then I'm just going to paint on top of it with a little bit of black paint, and then it can give the look of a black screw. I put a little bow at the top with a little wood bead. It was a half wood bead, and I painted that black. You can also leave it the light color. And then really at this point, you could fill it with whatever you'd like. I put some artificial greenery in there, but I also thought you can use it to hold your mail. And I really hope you enjoyed this video. Paint products, tissue paper, transfers, and mesh stencils can all be found on our webpage at chalkitupfancy.com. And don't forget, you can also check out other tutorials over on our webpage. Have a great day.